Let's talk some losers from that Broncos game, baby. Wah, wah. All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus, and final time we got to talk top 5 losers for the preseason. That makes me very happy.
Yeah,
not
for
nice
the
to call them
preseason
losers.
Well, next time we're talking losers, it'll be about guys from the actual games that count. So there'll still be losers. But yeah, these guys yesterday were not very good at all. Before we talk about them, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the vids. We are over 7,500 subscribers. Would love to be at 8,000 by September 6th.
Hell yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You know, losers might be, we should really rename this more positive. Like, just had a bad game. Top 5 guys who had a bad game, but we won't. Damn it, they're losers. Let's do this. Who's loser number 1?
Let's start. We talked about Zach Davidson being a winner. Let's talk about a guy who had a good week last week, comes back, lays a turd, is Nick Muse. Yes, he may be doing sexy poses in his uniform from college, but he could not catch the football yesterday. He had at least 2 drops that I remember. For a guy who's not just battling to make the team, he's battling to make the practice squad. Last night was not a good job, not good performance for him at all.
Did he really have that great of a game last week? I mean,
he did.
Yeah, I'm not giving that to him. Nick Muse is Nick Pews. 1 reception, 4 targets, just did not look fantastic. And even if he made all those catches, I mean, really, is he going to make the team? Probably not. But he, like you said, he's fighting to make the damn practice squad at this point.
And there's no reason they couldn't go out and find another tight end who's released if they don't like Nick Muse. Again, teams tend to stick with their own guys, so he's probably safe. But last night was not the performance you want to end on. And I've heard that before.
Especially when you got Johnny freaking Munt on this roster. Good luck, Muse.
Good luck, loser.
Okay, that's rude. All right, next up, a guy that hurts our heart a little bit to have him on this list because everybody is pulling for him. But Jaylen Twyman, this was kind of his moment. I mean, come on, man. Solidify yourself. Show up. Did not do that at all.
No, well, he showed up because he was drawing penalties. Just looked like it was out of position. For a guy in there late in this game, a guy who, did have some nice moments. He's had him in practice. He had him in a couple preseason games before this. Jaylen Twyman, like Nick Muse, ended with kind of a turd. And, we all hate to see this because I still think this guy potentially could make this final 53. We'll see what happens. I mean, they could decide to go with a veteran instead. Jonathan Bullard, maybe keep him instead of a Twyman. But we'll see what happens. Again, not the final stamp you want to put on the coaching staff's minds when they're trying to decide whether to keep you or not.
Yeah, I mean, we've said it a million times, but we do got to give this guy some wiggle room. This is his rookie year. He was a 6th-round pick. He's coming back from something pretty crazy. So the fact that he's even in the mix to make the 53, we got to give it to him. I think he's definitely going to be on the practice squad. I can't see how he's on the 53. Just can't.
Let's see. Yeah, you never know. I mean, they could just go with the youth movement instead. That's how he gets on.
Youth movement. Sounds like a movie.
Probably was.
Youth movement.
I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch this guy play football ever again. That's Timon Paris, and thankfully, I don't think we ever will have to.
You know what? Let's not even talk about it anymore. Timon Paris made the list, and I think that's about as much time as he should get.
Well, we were on the live last night. People were ripping on Killamon for, I think, that last series he was in there where he took like 3 super hard hits in a row, got sacked. I think it was 3 times in a row. But that wasn't Mon's fault. He had no time. He was getting absolutely attacked as soon as the ball was snapped. And a lot of it had to do with Timon Paris's blocking skills.
Timon Paris, bye-bye.
And I don't want him on the practice squad.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's talk about a guy that really, Jaylen Twyman hurt our hearts. This one really hurts my heart because I think he set a record for minutes played in a preseason in 3 games. I mean, James Lynch, the dude played like every game, the entire game, and he didn't really make his mark, and he's not going against starters. That sucks.
No. Yeah, for a guy who, I mean, you're looking at as maybe a backup, was getting dominated out there. He was, like you said, he was out there the whole game. Well, you don't see him making any plays. I think he had 2 tackles on the day. His impact was very minimal. He sticks out because he's just this like white shadow out there, almost glowing. He's so gingery, and you can easily watch him. He's getting pushed back, not getting any kind of push. So for a guy really fighting to make this team, again, just like a lot of these guys, he kind of failed when the spotlight was on him.
Let's leave the ginger stuff out of this. It doesn't matter. That doesn't affect his play, and I'm offended because I am also glowing right now. So James Lynch, yeah, I don't know. I don't.
They could still keep him. They could still keep him, but I'd be more surprised if he made it at this point than if he didn't.
Got guys like freaking Bullard and these other guys showing up, and James Lynch didn't do it. We'll see what happens. And the final guy that I think everyone feels that will be on the final roster is Troy Dye.
Yeah, Troy Dye out there early in this game. Mike Boone was just running over Troy Dye. I mean, there was no chance that skinny little arms and his little wristband, whatever the hell he wears, is going to take down a powerful running back like Mike Boone. And if he wasn't just getting run over, Troy Dye was missing tackles. The Broncos' first offense, whatever it was, I mean, I almost said the first offense, but the first offense that was out there easily moved down the field in the Vikings defense with a guy like Troy Dye out there until luckily Miles Dorn stepped in and said, you guys ain't scoring here, and tipped that ball to Luigi. But Troy Dye was a big reason why they had so much success moving the ball on the ground, because he could not tackle for shit last night.
Let's be clear. Mike Boone can make anybody look silly, so that is a tough task there anyways. But Troy Dye, you know what? He's not meant to be a tackler. He's there for pass coverage. I mean, he's a tackler. He never has been, and he never will be.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're a linebacker, I hope you can tackle. That's kind of your job.
Not tackle. I don't expect him to.
Well, the thing is, he probably still makes this roster, and I mean, him and Brian Asamoah are probably your backup on the inside, and I just hope they go with Asamoah first, because Troy Dye, it's gross.
Coming to a theater near you, Youth Movement.
Yeah, so get your tickets for Youth Movement. Apparently, it's going to be a great film.
Also, just loser. I mean, you can't really call them loser. Just losers is Vikings organization. I mean, a lot of injuries yesterday. That really sucked to see. We've been pretty good. I know Booth went down a game or two ago or whatever, but a lot of guys got a little nicked up yesterday. BC Johnson, that hurts.
BC Johnson, T.Y. McGill was out early. Hate to see that. He's been the spark plug of this defense all preseason. Asamoah went out, but he came back in, so that was good to see. And yeah, you hate to have injuries in the last preseason game, but it is what it is. And you know, that's one thing Kevin O'Connell has done a good job. I mean, he had like 30-something guys out yesterday. 33 guys did not play, so he's definitely protecting his starters. So well done, Coach O'Connell.
Yeah, not to sound harsh, but if there's going to be a bunch of injuries, I'm glad it was in the third game.
It's really rude. That was really harsh.
Well, this is not a positive video, but anyways, preseason's over. We're moving on, and hit us up later. We're going to be doing our final 53-man projection. Maybe some of these fellas will be on there.
Yep. Don't forget to drop hashtag LiftBridge in the comments. Your chance to win one of two $50 gift cards to their online store. Had two big winners last month, and we're going to have two more in a couple days. And also, remember this. Pumpkin is not a vegetable. It's a berry.